Worrying development, but we are hoping that the relevant authorities will swiftly move to the aid of the local folks. But don't forget that the bulletin is still coming to you live from our studios here at TV Africa. We are also live on DSTV channel 362, GoTV channel 175, and across our various social media platforms. We stream live at TV Africa GH. My colleague Christopher Atitso is on standby to bring you up to speed with the latest in the world of business, trade, and commerce.
Live from digital address GA1732121. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Business News right here on News. My name is Christopher Atitso. Mind you that we're live on DSTV channel 362 as well as GoTV channel 175, and also streaming live for you on Facebook at TV Africa GH. Now let's settle for the details in the world of business. And to our very first story, the Ministry of Food and Agriculture has revealed that Ghana's rice imports for the last decade has hit $8 billion. This is even at the midst of domestic production has increased to 30%. However, local consumption demands constantly exceed domestic production, thereby giving the impetus for the constant rise in the imports of rice.
Ghana imports almost 70% of its rice, mainly from Thailand, Vietnam, India, and the USA. Its annual estimated imports averages more than $550 million, with a current deficit of 665,000 metric tons. Government is relying on recent adopted strategies to increase production, with an estimated surplus of 665,302 metric tons by 2023. Rice has become the second staple food consumed in Ghana after maize, with production increasing from 48,800 tons in 1970 to 925,000 in 2019, growing at an average annual rate of 9.03%, according to the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. Though the figures depict high potential for growth in local production, challenges including access to finance, labor, inadequate combined harvesters, land acquisition system, and bushfires continuously threatens the crop's production. Being one of the first countries in the sub-region to launch the National Rice Development Strategy, Ghana has already missed out on its local rice production agenda as part of the Coalition for African Rice Development Policy. That strategy, which was unveiled in May 2008 as the National Rice Development Strategy for the period 2009 and 2018, was aimed at increasing domestic production up to 70% and promoting consumption through quality improvement, targeting both the local and international markets. The strategy has ended almost 3 years ago, albeit achieving an opposite target of rather a 70% import, with the Ghanaian consuming public still largely dependent on import rice brands.
And let's still stay a while longer on matters of agriculture, and this time around turn attention to cocoa, as the Minister for Food and Agriculture, Dr. Owusu Efriye, has charged the newly constituted management of the Ghana Cocoa Board to ensure that farmers are paid promptly to avert any agitation that may result in the country missing out its cocoa production target within the 2021 and 2022 production season.
The Minister for Food and Agriculture, Dr. Owusu Efriye Akoto, has charged the management and newly constituted Board of Cocoa Board to ensure that farmers are promptly paid to avert any agitation that may result in the country missing its production targets for the 2021-2022 crop season. The directive follows a recent agitation by some cocoa farmers across the country, lamenting over debt on them after supplying cocoa beans in the light crop season. The Licensed Buyers Association of Ghana, LICOBAD, has blamed the development on the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, but has assured that processes are far advanced to clear the debt. Speaking at a ceremony to swear into office an 11-member board, Dr. Efriye Akoto stressed the need to put premium on the light crop season, just as to observe the main season when cocoa beans are purchased by foreign companies outside the country. He advised licensed buying companies, LBCs, to also seek the welfare of cocoa farmers, since they are a priority group and the government agenda of improving the livelihood of rural farmers. Dr. Efriye Akoto was also hopeful that with the pickup of world economies after the successful manufacturing of COVID-19 vaccines, the demand for chocolate and confectionaries will shoot up again. This, he said, will help Ghanaian cocoa farmers earn more money, since the inception of the living income differential of $400 per tons of cocoa sales, which goes directly to farmers.
And now let's turn our attention onto the interbank market to find out how the cedi is so far performing, as it recorded no price change against the US dollar to trade at 5 cedis 82 pesos, and also appreciated by a peso to trade at 6 cedis 86 pesos against the euros, and also appreciated by a peso to trade at 8 cedis 6 pesos against the pound sterling. Up next is the interbank market as well as the various commodity markets. And that's all by way of business news right here on News. My name is Christopher Atitso. Pakwesi Shandov continues with the rest of the stories.